What's up, everybody on YouTube? I'm here to stop by and let you know to not let anybody drag you down. Don't let anybody drag you down into a negative state, into a negative vibration, because their perception is negative. Always live in your truth. Sorry about the sirens. There's always something going on in my videos. But there's always something new going on in my videos. New area, new sounds, new people, new topics, new lessons. You know what I'm saying? But don't let people's negativity drag you down. Don't let it affect you. You know, don't let what somebody thinks about you, you know, govern your whole day or your whole life, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the reality that you focus on. You know, if you're focusing on, you know, always having to fight in your life, always having to argue, or always having to, you know, fight some external force of your life, instead of realizing that it's all you, you know, you're just gonna, you know, be led into a place of confusion and hatred if you just always feed your energy into something outside of you, you know, something that doesn't exist, which is negative energy. Negative energy doesn't exist. You know, it only exists when you make it exist. You know, when somebody's trying to tell you about you or what you're doing wrong and right, you know, don't worry about that, because it doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. Their thought about you doesn't matter. How they feel is their responsibility. How somebody else feels is their responsibility. That has nothing to do with you. You know, always watch out for people who try to drag you down, because, you know, it's just misery wanting company. And, you know, we're not miserable beings. We're meant to, you know, live life freely, live life abundant and happy, and you know, loving ourselves, being positive. And being positive doesn't mean always being so happy-go-lucky, yada da da da, rainbows and unicorns. It's understanding the positive in every situation. It's understanding that life is only here to help you grow into a stronger person, into a you know, more mentally prepared, more physically prepared also person. You know, being positive is understanding that there's good and bad in the world, but you choose to live in the light of understanding, in the light of enlightenment, in the light of, you know, fearlessness, you know, adversity. You know, that's what being positive is being positive through the negative. Is being positive through every challenge in your life. You know, is being positive in arguments. Is being positive in how you feel about yourself when you don't feel good about yourself. Acknowledge that you don't feel good, but don't live there. Don't choose a negative perspective of life, you know, because choosing a negative perspective of life is only gonna, you know, keep you in the left brain hemisphere. You know, it's gonna keep you, you know, thinking this is that is this, and this is the way it is. That's not true. You know, life isn't even solid. You could change anything about yourself. This world is limitless. You could become a whole new person. You could become irrecognizable. You know, that's what happened to me. I'm totally different. I'm a totally different person each and every day. Each and every day, I'm a totally different person. You know, I realized that you know, instead of thinking that I'm one being, I realized that I'm an expanding being. I realized that I'm a being that has infinite consciousnesses. I'm a multidimensional being because, you know, I choose the positive route. You know, being in a negative mindset keeps you looking at the world as there's something attacking you. There's something trying to take away your freedoms. There's something trying to take away this and that. There's nothing outside of you that is a threat. The only threat is the world you focus on. That is the only threat. They say, oh, you have to acknowledge the bad. Yeah, cool. You have to acknowledge the bad within yourself, not in the outside world, because the outside world is only a reflection. You know, I see a lot of people, you know, out here, you know, trying to fight a cause, but you can't fight anything. When you fight the outside world, you create more friction, you create more static, and you create more resistance. So it is best to focus on the world within you, because if you truly know that you create your reality, If you truly know and truly can step up to the fact that you create your reality, you will realize that life is you. You are one. In my reality, like I said, there's no pandemic. There's no panic. You know, there's no people hating people. There's none of that. I'm being serious. I'm being so serious. My life is completely freedom. My life is freedom. There's no government trying to control people. There's no conspiracy about anything in this world. Everything in this world is what the collective made. Everything in this world is meant to be here. The perception that you focus on is the only thing that matters. If you think that there is somebody out there trying to harm your life and harm your rights of being a human and being cool, believe in that reality. But the reality I choose to believe in and choose to focus on is a reality of freedom and unity. Because I know I could create it. I know I could create it. This is why I'm not feeding into negative media. This is why I'm not feeding into having to always fight for change. I realize that I already am the change. I already am the peace of the world. I already am the peace of myself. I don't have to look outside for peace. I don't have to look outside for protection. I am me. Because I don't let negative energy affect me. I don't stay around negative people. I don't acknowledge negative media. I don't acknowledge, media about fighting something. Like when you're fighting something, you are insisting that there is still a problem. You are still pushing the problem. You are still creating people to believe in a problem. When really, what people should keep looking at is their inner state. Do you feel sick about yourself? When you look in the mirror, do you feel sick about yourself? Do you feel some type of way about your looks? Ask yourself these questions. Don't ask the media why you feel that way. Don't ask somebody else why you feel that way. Ask yourself why you feel this way. Ask yourself to enter the higher realms. Ask yourself to enter your higher state of consciousness. I have entered my higher state of consciousness. I have no grudge against anybody. I don't like, there's only truth in my heart. There's only truth in my heart. Pure truth. And a lot of people can't handle the truth because they get all third dimensional about it. But the truth is the truth. And the truth is that the only reality that exists is the one that you focus on. If you focus on a reality where you have to constantly fight about something, that is the reality you live. A lot of spiritual people get caught into the battle of the Matrix, not realizing that the battle was created by the Matrix to keep you fighting the Matrix, making it stronger, making it still exist. A lot of people don't realize the words that they say and when they discuss exposing the Matrix, because you have to realize that you are completely one. You are one. There is nothing out there trying to fight you except you. There is nothing there trying to take away your freedoms except you. Focus on the positive of life. Focus on the positive side of life. There is two sides of life. See, when you focus on the negative side, you come up with negative predictions. And when you let the negative get to you, and you let people's thoughts and people's feelings get to you, you predict negative stuff. When you focus on the positive light of the world, you start predicting positive stuff. And I see this constantly. People want to say, oh, is going on, blah, blah, blah. But you're predicting the negative side. The positive predictions of life. This is what people truly know is true. The positive prediction of life is that you are becoming your greatest version. You are becoming more love. You're becoming more connected with the world. You are becoming more one with the world. You are realizing that the world is just pure creation that is out of control. Nobody has control of it, but you do create your reality. You know, people are realizing that life is beautiful. There's nothing outside trying to hurt them or harm them. You know, people are coming to the awareness that love is the main source, and that we're all you know, unified. You know, I already said that. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the positive predictions, because when you feed the negative, yes, the negative is there, but you have to realize that you have to look at the positive side of things. You have to look at the positive side of life, because when you are always predicting the negative, living in a predictive negative world, it creates more negative. The whole point of this is to create a positive world, guys. You know, all I see is love. All I see is people waking up. I see the world waking up. I don't see the world being submissive to a government that has no power. I don't see that. I don't see people getting manipulated. I see people doing what they want to do. Straight up. That's just fifth dimensional consciousness. I see people believing a life that they want to believe, living in a world they want to live in. That's it. That is all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I ranted about that, but you know, it's just don't focus on the negative. Is my message, and don't feed this negative stuff, man. I'm tired of going on, you know, the media, trying to, you know, see some positive energy, but it's always, you have to fight, you have to this, you have to. It's like, no, I'm not fighting. I'm spreading knowledge, I'm spreading wisdom, I'm spreading love and light, and that's it. I acknowledge negative, yes, but acknowledging the negative only generates, you know, talking about the negative, acknowledging the negative only generates more negative, so I shall only produce positive energy. And this is the positive life. Focus on the positive, y'all. With that being said, I'm out. Peace.